Hello guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Learn English Zone. Today, we have a special story for you, The Birthday Surprise. It's an easy English story about music, courage, and friendship. Listen carefully, learn new words, and enjoy the magic of English through stories. Part 1. A Quiet Morning. It was Saturday morning. Maria woke up and looked at her phone. Picture, no new messages. She smiled a little, but her heart felt heavy. Maybe everyone is busy, she whispered. Today was her birthday. She made tea and sat by the window. The street was quiet. She thought, no cake, no friends, just me. Later, she went to the small grocery store. The shopkeeper said, "Good morning, Maria." Maria smiled. "Good morning." But he didn't say happy birthday. She walked home slowly, thinking, maybe nobody remembers. Part 2. Small Clues. When Maria came home, she noticed something strange. The curtains in her living room were not the same. She looked closer. One curtain was a little open, just enough for someone to peek. Maria frowned. Did I leave it like that? Then she saw a small card on the table. It wasn't there before. She opened it slowly. Inside, it said, "Don't be sad. The best is yet to come." Maria's heart jumped. Who put this here? When? How? She looked around the room. Everything seemed normal. But something felt different. She whispered to herself, maybe I am not alone. Part 3. Strange Sounds. That night, Maria tried to sleep, but the words from the card kept echoing in her mind. The best is yet to come. Around midnight, she heard a soft noise from the kitchen. Clink, clank. Maria sat up quickly. Her heart was beating fast. Someone is in my house. She tiptoed to the kitchen. The light was off. The room looked empty, but on the counter, she saw something new. A small box wrapped in shiny red paper. Her hands shook as she opened it. Inside was a key and a small note. Follow the music tomorrow. Maria whispered, Music? What music? What does this mean? Part 4. Follow the music. The next morning, Maria woke up early. She looked at the small key on her nightstand, and she remembered the note. Follow the music tomorrow. At first, the house was quiet. But then, she heard it. A soft piano sound coming from outside. Maria quickly dressed and stepped out of her house. The music was faint, but clear. She followed it down the street, past the bakery, past the bookstore. The sound grew louder. It was coming from the old music shop at the corner. The shop had been closed for months. Maria pushed the door. To her surprise, it opened. Creak. Inside, the shop was dusty and dark. But in the center, a grand piano was playing by itself. And on top of the piano, there was another envelope. Her name was written in gold ink, Maria. Her hands trembled as she picked it up. She opened it and read, Happy birthday, Maria. This is only the beginning. Tonight, your real gift will be revealed. Maria gasped. Who is doing this? And what's happening tonight? Part 5. The Secret Party. That evening, Maria returned home. Her heart was beating fast. The letter said, Tonight, your real gift will be revealed. At 7 o'clock, she heard a knock on the door. Knock, knock. When she opened it, no one was there, but on the ground, she saw a trail of rose petals. They led down the street, glowing softly under the streetlights. Maria followed the petals, step by step. They led her to the community hall near the park. The doors were closed. She pushed them gently, and, surprise! Inside, all her friends were waiting. Colorful balloons filled the room. There was a big cake with her name on it, and in the middle of the hall, Clara was smiling. "Happy birthday, Maria!" everyone shouted. Maria's eyes filled with tears. She laughed, she cried, she hugged her friends. Then Clara stepped forward and gave Maria the small golden key again. "This key is not for a gift," Clara said. "It's for something bigger, something you will discover tomorrow." Maria froze. Tomorrow? Another surprise? Part 6. The Golden Key. That night, Maria could not sleep. She kept looking at the small golden key in her hand. What does it open? A box? A door? A secret place? The next morning, Clara knocked on Maria's door. "Come with me," Clara said with a smile. They walked together through the park, then down a small street Maria had never noticed before. At the end of the street was an old wooden door. It looked forgotten, with vines growing around it. Clara pointed. "The key belongs here." Maria's hands trembled as she placed the golden key into the lock. Click. The door creaked open slowly. Inside was a cozy little room, filled with books, warm lights, and a beautiful piano. Maria gasped. "What is this place?" Clara smiled. "This is a secret creative space. A place to read, to write, to play music, to dream, and it's yours to use whenever you need it." Maria's eyes sparkled. For years, she had wanted a quiet place to practice music and study. And now she had it. "This is the best gift I've ever received," Maria whispered. Part 7. Music in the Secret Room. Maria sat down at the piano. Her hands shook a little, but her heart felt full. She pressed the first key. Ding. The sound was soft, sweet, and warm. Then she played another, and another. Soon a melody filled the little secret room. Clara closed her eyes, smiling. Beautiful. Maria laughed nervously. "I'm not perfect." Clara shook her head. "You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be you." For the first time in a long while, Maria felt free. She forgot about fear, about mistakes, about being shy. She just played. When the song ended, she looked up. Clara was clapping softly. "Maria," Clara said gently, "this room is your safe place. Come here whenever you need peace, or when you want to practice, or just to dream." Maria touched the piano with love. "Thank you for everything that night." In her diary, Maria wrote, "Music is my voice. Dreams need space to grow. I am not small. I am strong." Part 8. The Big Moment. The day of Maria's birthday arrived. Clara had planned a small party with friends, balloons, and a cake. When everyone was laughing and eating, Clara suddenly stood up. "Wait," she said, smiling. Maria has something special to share. Maria's eyes widened. Clara, I can't. But Clara whispered, Yes, you can. Everyone turned to Maria. Her heart pounded. Her hands felt cold. But then she remembered the secret room, the piano, the safe feeling. She walked slowly to the piano in the living room. She sat. She took a deep breath, and she began to play. At first, her hands trembled, but soon the music grew stronger. The melody filled the room, warm, hopeful, alive. Her friends grew quiet. Then smiles spread across their faces. When Maria finished, there was silence for a moment. Then applause. Crowds. One friend whispered, I never knew she could play like that. Another said, So beautiful. Maria blushed, but this time she didn't hide. She stood tall. She smiled. Clara hugged her. See, the world is ready for your music. That night, Maria wrote in her diary, Fear is small, dreams are big. Music is my gift. Today, I shared my heart, and it was enough. Maria closed her diary, blew out the candle, and whispered, This is only the beginning. Thank you for watching Learn English Zone. Remember, every story is a step forward in your English journey. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more simple and fun English stories. See you in the next video.